Right, live on YouTube. Can you guys give me some feedback? Do I still sound bad? Huh, not getting anything from the chat now. Now the chat seems frozen, that's fun. Alright, now I can see the chat. Do I still sound good and see the chat at the same time? Let's go. Alright, victory. Okay, so apparently the Bucks have been snowed in on a flight, and they just landed. It was something, a knockoff effect of that, and I know they had a game postponed the other day against New Orleans. I don't know all of the story about all that, but um, yeah, it had something to do with that. So the game started super late. That's crazy, Ramelski. Stuck in their hotel for 3 days. Heard you recently joined you on Trade Everything for Kessler Island. Yes, because it's more about his contract. Like, I like him as a player. I'm I don't think as big of a fan of his as some other people are, but I do very much like him. But he's a guy that you can add that's very good at a position of need, that you don't have to trade out a rotation player. And you can always trade him for a first down the line if you don't want to keep him. And he's fairly cost controlled. Regina, I am myself slightly more on board with Vucevic um, than I have been in the past as a result of the specific needs of this team. However, if you have an underlying skepticism about him, I totally understand. And he very much violates one of my core don't do this in the playoffs type of thing with a defensive five like him. So I completely understand. I don't think Vooch and Lonzo would be possible. That's too much money coming in. Gadlock, you think Vucevic would be awful? That is sort of my thought in part. Uh, Max, is Vooch being a bigger Rui. That is sort of part of the rationale behind it. Is that it does not really change anyone else's role in a ton of ways, with the exception of AD. I think you actually replace Rui with AD in terms of defensively in some ways. And Vuce, that's the one argument that I will make with my chest about Vucevic on defense that does matter. He's a really good rebounder, and we stink at that. And so I think he can improve us from a scoring perspective and from a rebounding perspective. Super reductive, I know, and he does a lot of, he doesn't move his feet well defensively. I think that there is some things you can do with that, but I totally get the skepticism and the no, we shouldn't go that route uh, type of thought. AJ Vuch's price, I think you could get him for a couple of seconds. Maybe they would want three. He's having a really good year. It might cost a protected first. I don't know. Yeah, I love Lonzo, but I don't he's not really a candidate for me. What's up, D? Oh, joining us for the Celtic game. I love it. Want to hop up on stage? Are you free? What's up, Alex? Yeah, exactly, Tyler. If Zoe is making the 6 million or so that he probably should be making at this point, then yeah. Anthony, good to see you. Renz, that's sort of my thought with Vucevic is his defensive value is like all great players, Jokic demands a second player's attention. And I think the formula to doing that is be big on the ground, big and sturdy on the ground, so he can't really go through you as easily. I mean, it's Jokic; he can do it to a lot of people, but and then that second defender, ideally Anthony Davis, is the guy who comes over. That's really what Dwight did, right? In a lot of ways. Now, even old Dwight was a better defender than Vucevic is, no doubt, but there is an element of that can hold his ground strength that I think is super important in combination with the shot blocker. This is part of the argument for Kessler as well, who obviously provides the defensive and then defensively you can you know, whoever's on the back line, you're great. And Kessler's okay defending on the perimeter. And if you had Anthony Davis behind him, he would be able to press up on the perimeter a little bit more, knowing that he had help. So yeah, that's a nasty defensive combo. Same with Robert Williams, who gives you the more switchability. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Seb, here's the thing about the Kessler trade, though. Danny Ainge has the whole operation set up to try and has a history of like exploiting teams that are in a desperate position, right? He's like a loan shark. He's like a cash advance plate. Hold on. Let me get Darius up here. Invite to stage. Sorry about that. So yeah, he's like a loan shark. Like, oh, you need $500 before your next payday? Come over here. Let's sit down and we could work something out. I got $500 for you. So we are Seb, but we have pick swaps. We have Max. We have Dalton. What is the limit, Seb, of your trade everything? Do you trade 2 firsts and a swap? Do you trade 2 firsts and unprotect 27? No, but what I'm saying is for Walker Kessler, we're trading everything for Walker Kessler. That's what I'm saying is what is the limit of what do they get a swap too? Did they get 2 swaps? What is the limit of what everything? Okay, Seb, 2 picks and Dalton. With 31 getting top 5 protected. I agree. I'm with that.
Just
I would rather top 5 protect 29, but that drops the value of 29.
Can you hear me? So the Lakers cannot protect the 31 pick?
Oh, my. Hugged up on the mic. Sorry about that. I can't hear Darius.
Oh, Pete can't hear me.
I cannot hear you, D.
I don't know what's going on, but I will say that the Lakers cannot. The Lakers can't protect the 2031 pick.
Well, that's not good. Hold up. Let me get. Oh, there we go. There we go. You there, D?
I am.
God, I'm such an old man.
This game's about to start, though. Forget the picks.
Fuck the picks. Fuck
That's
Boston.
right. It's time.
Let's go.
Tip off.
All right, hand off over to Max. Got the ground view on this ATO. AD. Back over to Austin off the curl. Can't get it to go. Hit him with the rebound. Going the other way, guarded by Max. Into the post. Brown skips it back out. White swing to the corner. Close out Holiday. In and out. Rui with the rebound. AD in the middle of the court, 11, 26, 25, 24. If you're trying to sink into LeBron in the post, I like it. Looping skip pass over to Max. Three ball gets it to go. Lakers up 3-0. 11:16 left. Everyone is playing for the Celtics, DMR. Yes. Lakers switch the ball screen. All reversal to Porzingis off the screen. Man, movement shooting from a 7-3 guy. I'm 20 seconds ahead of everyone. Would it be helpful if you got it. I am 20 seconds ahead, so let me pause. LeBron. Okay, got it. I cannot pause this, can I?
Pete's 20 seconds ahead of everyone except for me. I'm 10 seconds ahead of Pete.
Oh, this is great.
So I can see the future.
And I'm in the past for some. I'm sorry, I don't really have the capacity to alter it from here either. I can't watch it on Spectrum anymore. So Lakers are up 5-3. Sorry if we're off, guys. I'll try to handle this more if we can. Rui misses on the inside, tipped out of bounds. That's part of what I'm talking about, D, with that Rui miss of like him getting sped up against the better teams.
100%. 100%. I do like what the Lakers have done out of their post offense, though. Some good skip passes.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to talk more generally rather than describe play by play, because I think that's more annoying if you're not synced up. Is the play by play? Ender, you're synced. Okay. Austin. He's gotten so much better on those driving kicks, D. In and out.
He has, and Max's tight rims. Good deflection, AD.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, AD. Damn. All right. Sounds like you and I are generally synced up now, D.
Yes. That's what I'm guessing.
All right. Yeah, everybody who can, I'm going to do it. I'll just do it as I normally do it. And then if you can sync up with me, best you can. Sorry if we're not synced up. Max on Tatum. Interesting. Bump, as you would imagine. Misses short.
They had AD on Brown, too, and Rui on Porzingis.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Love how he engaged the defense that like freed up AD because like they both had to go to Austin after the bump. Austin.
There you go, AD. Oh, damn it.
Oh, coughed it up. Yeah, you're a split second ahead of me. I think you're like 2 seconds ahead of me now. YouTube isn't working. That's what I mean. Broner's dad. Yep. On those layups. Brown. Oh, clean look. Let's go.
Austin's so shifty at the point of attack. Oh, man. 3-point shootout.
Yeah. It will do that.
I love a Lakers Celtics game, man.
Yeah, man.
Nothing like it.
It's got good energy to start.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
sit out of here.
Get the ball. Here we go. Push.
Let's get him, Max.
Max? Yes. Even the ice machine celebrated that one. My mom cracking up in the background. We got a whole party going on.
High-level offense going on right now.
Yes, sir. Lakers up 15-11. 7:30 mark. Get it to go. Austin can't quite get there. White coming up the sideline. 7:20, 19, 18. All up top.
Oh, good idea. Too much lift on that bouncer.
Mhm. Good contest down low by AD.
Oh my goodness.
Max.
Ragged on both ends there.
Mhm. Fun start, though.
Yes. Oh, LeBron.
Another turnover.
Austin saying he got held. I think he did, but that was still a rough pass. LeBron threw that into the open window, but the open window was out of bounds.
Mhm.
I always talk about passing a guy open, and LeBron did, but he passed him open right into the front row. I'll be right back.
For sure. I see more and more LeBron in, like when you coach fundamentals to a young player, you'll talk about being in an athletic stance, which means you don't want to have your knees locked. You don't want to be standing straight up. You want to be, have a little bend in your knees so you can move side to side, forward and backward, all of the movements that basketball calls for. And in a horn set like that, it's very easy if you're standing there in LeBron's position to stand super upright. And if you're like too upright with your knees bent, you don't really step into your passes. And even though he's got his back to the basket there is a way of following through to the pass that makes it more accurate if you step into it. Where if your knees are locked and you're super upright, you can lose some accuracy when you're like that. And so on some of those passes, like he's got the right idea. It's a little bit inaccurate. And I just because I see him more and more in less of an athletic stance where those turnovers used to happen less. For sure, Gavrilak, and he's been correct about that for the vast majority of his career. It's also basketball is such a game of volume that it tests your endurance from play to play, and locking in and like making sure you're doing all the fundamentals correctly. Obviously, for a guy like LeBron and all these guys, but there's a degree of muscle memory. But it is easy to relax. It's mentally. That's why LeBron, when he's asked about this, he gives that feedback as much as anything regarding his longevity. Is that it's more than anything, it's mentally taxing because it's such a play to play 82 game, 20 years type of mental engagement. Also, from a decision maker, he's not playing the game for this long as a 3 and D guy who has a fraction of the choices to make. And so I think that there's some degree of like, and think about it. If you're LeBron, this is part of the reason why I wanted to post LeBron up more and been talking about this for the last 3 years or so. Like LeBron standing in one spot, it is a chance in the game to catch your breath and use your mind as a way to beat the defense rather than break a guy down off of the dribble if you're standing at the elbow in one of those horn sets. But that's also if you're in that like, okay, gonna catch a breath, just made a defensive play, got a rebound or something. These are my moments. And LeBron's a master of finding them within the course of a game when he can catch a breather so he can really hit the gas on in the brief moments that matter. And but I think that it can lead to some of those type of turnovers.
The thing I would add too, Pete, is other players are good too. Other players are smart. Other
Yep.
players are reading things. Like the turnover that he had on the fast break right now, I saw Magic Johnson make that turnover a bunch of times too, right? It's like players are never going to be perfect either. And I think we need to make distinctions of turnovers of aggression, which I think the pass to Austin was too, and
Mhm.
ones where he was totally like not engaged like
Mentally
he was
disengaged. Totally
earlier
agree.
during the season, right?
Yep.
These are mistakes of F like not
Of
necessarily of
omission
effort,
instead of
but yeah,
commission. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Another 3 by them.
They're hot to start this game, and LeBron's already out.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, first
interesting, they subbed in Gabe.
Mhm. That is an interesting sub.
rather than subbing in DFS.
I love that take by Austin right there, because he's got a level of shot making versatility. He took that shot with the left hand, right? And he drew the bump, but and very unlikely that shot goes in, but he can credibly, finish from a bunch of different angles and a bunch of different footworks and speeds and all that on those type of shots and or get to the line in this manner.
Thumb wrap on Austin with that left hand. That's new.
Oh, good catch.
For those of you talking about the feeds switching, if any of you have HBO Max, you can watch this game on HBO Max as well.
Mr. Blue, are we still having issues on YouTube? So Porzingis posts up Max. It just goes over the top of him. 18-17, 535. Okay, thank you, Keezy. AD with the floater. Get that bounce. Let's go.
Boston's gone two bigs here. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Two shooting bigs too, right?
Yep. Really looking to Porzingis as the center of the offense too, like whoever the Lakers
Look
switch
at
on him.
AD.
Oh, get out of here. Yo, that was super nimble. That talk about lefty finishes.
Yep. Before the game, he's talking to Shams about play me at power forward, and now he's making some power forward plays,
Bro,
Pete.
turn this dude. AD at his best is the biggest wing in the league. He's the biggest player in the league that you could be like, yeah, that guy's kind of a wing. He's not a great 3-point shooter, but he's like, oh man, I need it. Yeah, Jackson 5, good call out. Stop switching on that with Porzingis. He eats those alive. You're absolutely correct. Let's see how it plays out, but they are playing with fire by doing that. Looks like they're targeting Max. Got to sink down and help him on that. Porzingis, they double with AD, fades away over the top of Max, rattles in and out and back in again. Yep, they're going to really target that. Great pass. Darius, he's making that pass now where he draws all the defense and then
Yep.
passes. Bro, like 2 years, I've been dying for someone to make this pass.
Good defense, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Stood in there.
I think the key to winning those matchups as the smaller player is to get their feet twisted up. If you can get their feet in a position that they don't like, that's how you can win that because they're gonna that's the place that you can like the ground game. It makes sense, right? That's the place where you can defeat them.
I love Austin when
Woo!
he's
Let's
dialed
go.
when he's locked in like this. He is something else, man. Remember a month ago on the pod, Pete, where I said that I trust Austin in big games?
Mm-hmm.
This is the sort of thing I was talking about. Just in terms of his competitive spirit is super high
Mm-hmm.
in games like this.
AD. Brown. They're really looking to post up Max. They're helping him though. They're not just leaving him on an island. Let's go. Get the ball
AD is
though.
so good.
Come on, gotta get that rebound.
AD is
Yeah.
so good.
So they are certainly singling out Max, but this is one of the first times we'll see if they can sustain it. But that they are really helping correct because the biggest thing you can help with is Anthony Davis, right? So ideally, if you got Max switched on to Porzingis, yeah, you're going to double with AD. And that's also part of the value of trading for a rim protecting 5 is that you can really allow AD to roam on the perimeter and make your life a lot more difficult, and he can attack you from a bunch of different points. It's great having him as a rim protector, and that should be his primary job. But if you're not getting the Swiss Army knife quality of uh, of AD, Darius, you're not getting the entirety of the defensive player that he can be.
No, and this is my issue with him being primarily like Swi when he switches too much, right? And so, I want his diet to be a little bit of everything, right? You want him to have that well-balanced meal of sometimes being on the perimeter, sometimes protecting the basket, sometimes a helper, sometimes the primary guy at the point of attack. You want him engaging in pick and rolls. He's also so good at identifying a play early, and even his reaction time is so great that he could recognize something late and still show up on time, right? And so that last challenge where he challenged Porzingis at the basket, if you were watching him the entire play, he didn't recognize immediately that Porzingis was downhill, but once he did, he stepped up and he was on time to still challenge the shot.
That's
And
right.
and that's how good he is as a defensive player, and if you only have him doing one thing, if you only have him in a deep drop, if you only switch him on to the perimeter, then you are losing that versatility of him to be in many places at once, because
Mhm.
he's one of the few defensive players that regardless of where he is on the court, he can do multiple things, but if you just tell him to do one thing, he can fall into a rut.
But you face the basketball reality always of like you have to guard the front of the rim. That has to be a priority, and so AD cannot be freed up to do that unless somebody back there is good enough to do that. Now, we've
Yes.
been talking about Vucevic, right? And he is a 5. He does the job, right? But to what degree does AD need a guy who's just, like, used to doing the job, like a Vucevic? Whereas sometimes I think we put Rui in that position where it's like, that's not really what what he does defensively, versus, like, a Rob Williams or a Kessler, those
Sure.
type of rim protectors that actually, like, it doesn't matter who's back there. We're gonna have an awesome rim protector either way.
Well, the other thing is though too, is that what happens when you pair AD with another big who is not used to being an offensive player as a
Yep.
big as well, right? Or someone who can play at the high post and be a guy who can play high low with AD without AD needing to be the high man. One of the
Right.
things that I always appreciated about his partnership with Dwight is Dwight was a former superstar. And
Mhm.
so he understood how to be the focal point of an offense just like he knew how to anchor a defense. And those fundamentals of how to play sort of that star role, but as a role player on
Mhm.
both ends of the court really helped his partnership with AD, in my opinion.
No doubt about that. I I think with that 5 spot too, like, how much does vertical spacing matter, right? Because if we think about Dwight and JaVale and
Yeah,
just kind of accounting for the well, AD's not that great of a three-point shooter, and he doesn't shoot a lot of them. One of the ways that we accounted for that spacing is having a lob threat. To be continued.
that's
Back
right.
at it, AD in the post.
Simple
Yes, let's
basketball
go,
there.
Gabe. Yep,
Simple basketball. Draw two. Oh, you want to guard AD with Cole Hauser?
yep.
Or Sam Hauser, sorry. Cole Hauser is the dumb Boston actor. Um, then
Let's
we're
go.
going to
Oh,
kick
no.
out.
Keep it here. Let's go. This is part of the reason why 2D, if we keep Gabe, I'm okay with it. I want us to be able to score enough points. You know what I mean? But if Gabe is on the roster at the end of the trade deadline,
Mm,
Jackson almost got to that.
good box out, LeBron.
Hell yeah. He's got perfect box out technique.
Oh, look at old man Braun.
Woo! Tony,
Put him in the
I had that same thought. I didn't want to crap on Jackson, but like that was a good rebounding opportunity.
it
30
was.
to 22. Make a statement in this game, guys. Like pull up front rim. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Bro.
Beautiful. Illegal screen. Call that.
Rebound. Let's go. Cornette isn't strong enough to exploit Jackson's strength weakness. Braun? Nope.
There you
Ooh,
go, DFS.
good
Shit, no
foul.
easy ones.
Good foul.
No easy ones. Slap the shit out of his arm. That's how Tatum hit Braun on that one layup where the refs missed it.
Uh-huh.
Had them grabbing the camera.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
man.
got to hear he took that camera from the Lakers photographer. Um, and she worked on the same team, that I worked on. And so we got to hear her version of that story.
Oh, that's awesome.
We were fucking cracking up because he like took it from her, like, can I have this? And she was like, yeah. Right. Lakers, good
Oh,
patience.
come on, Jackson.
Finish that. Damn.
This is what I'm talking about a big inside Pete, where Hayes
There are opportunities there, man.
there are,
There are
and
opportunities for a rebounder.
or just opportunities for a guy where it's just like LeBron passed you the ball and you're 4 feet from the basket. Can you do something with the ball where it's not a dunk?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. 1.7, Austin. Damn. Now we don't have spam.
Trying to pick on an Austin, but he's standing in there.
Mhm.
And I get that that's a shot that Boston can make, but you live with that, right?
Absolutely. And there's no dribble penetration preceding it. Yeah. Braun,
Oh my
smoking hot.
goodness.
Let's go. Sizzy. It's probably true. Good contest by Jackson. Pritchard is a end of quarter specialist. It's an odd thing, but look at the Lakers, man, up 34-23. This is the thing. There's this okay, there's and this is part of why I hate the anti-Lakers tilt of a lot of the Lakers coverage. You know how you were telling me you were listening to Simmons and he was like had him like 19th in the power rankings?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm like, they have the 10th best record. Yes, but they're 19th and Bill Simmons is hard. Who the fuck cares? And but like I watched this team and like we were talking over text, I think it was. It's funny, our pods, our text messages, and our conversations all sort of bleed together, right? But there's a certain amount of like, we don't know. LeBron's still currently, right now, this day, right now, a top what player in the NBA. Whatever number you put on that, it's pretty high. And whatever that number is, I need to hear a plan on how you put Anthony Davis next to one of the guys better than current LeBron. Because if current LeBron is nowhere close to being able to take a Lakers team that's nowhere close, then who is the player that we're supposed to acquire? Yeah, are the Suns going to trade as Booker? Is Booker and AD that? I don't think so necessarily. I don't think Booker's better than LeBron, And so right. Ew, exactly, Gaudelak. And so what is the plan? And so it's like, yo, you've got LeBron, a one of one. Like if there were ever a player that described in the NBA, it's him, man. Like what we're watching him do in year 21 is uncharted territory, right? And so like I need to hear what is the plan that is so attractive that's better than actually trying to win with these dudes.
100%. I'm gonna write about this, I think, in the next week or so. Just the idea of going for it and what it means and why you go for it now because of Anthony Davis as much as LeBron. And
Mhm.
that idea of AD having a real partner with LeBron now and building out a roster and trying to get the additional players who can step in and help this version of the team be as good as they can be. For those of you who listen to the pod, you know that we've made these arguments passionately over the last week or so, but it's like to me this is what it's about, man. And I get the Lakers can lose to any team. We've seen them play poorly, but the best version of them is a team that looks very much like that first quarter that they just played against Boston, Pete, which is engaged defensively and has some versatile offensive talent that can be problematic for a lot of teams that don't necessarily have the right matchups for them.
And DSW is totally right. When playoff LeBron shows up, you realize you should go all in. And then everybody gets amnesia, right? That's it. The first part of this year, I was like, uh-oh. But since he came back, he's been that dude. And yeah, like, what's the better alternative? Yep. Yes, they are 17. What's up, Macademic? Yeah, really good first quarter. Let's see if they can sustain key minutes here where these can be trouble spots for the Lakers. This
Good rebound, LeBron.
Yep.
The pace LeBron is playing with right
Mhm,
now
mhm.
reminds me of Austin,
Yeah.
which is only going to boost. It's only gonna boost what they can do in the half court offensively.
Oh, no doubt, Gaudelak. There's this game could get has the potential to even get very ugly. We know how quickly that can happen for the Lakers. What I'm saying is these groups with LeBron to start the second and fourth quarters end up running offense like that, and we get beat pretty badly in these minutes. And so this is a part of a game. We talk so much D about trades through the lens of personnel and all that. Like if we view a trade through what time of the game does this player help? This right now is the time of game, part of the game that I hope we can get a player or players who can help make this group better.
Yes.
Damn, helped a little too far off of him.
Yeah, that was also a four-point line shot.
Hmm. Ooh, crazy. It's a good call. I think this is a good candidate for, yeah, Vando starts the second quarter. But who does he start for? Jackson? Jackson tapped it away at least. Have check Gabe. Okay. Yeah, go bigger. Yeah, that makes sense. They do the same job too.
Oh,
Ooh. Let's go, Austin. Oh, no foul? Come on.
no foul. He's very upset about that too. That was close.
Yeah, I think that's clean. Ah. Oh, damn.
LeBron's very much, looking to attack the rim this game.
Mhm,
I would like for him to have a little bit more balance in his game,
mhm.
honestly. I
He hit that
love.
one fadeaway. That fadeaway is a key shot.
Yeah, but even, like, look for the 3 a little bit more. He is very much, like, getting the ball and catch and shoot situations and looking to drive,
Yeah.
which is fine, I'm just saying, a little bit more balance.
Jackson offers no rim protection when he's right around the rim. Drive kick. Good pace, guys. Let's go. You can create easy shots by running. Let's go.
That's right. Play faster. Charging.
Take that. Yeah, Austin. Hell yeah. Super smart. And yeah, both him and Brown can get blinders on. You can get those. I totally understand why Austin doesn't want to get smashed in the face all the time like he did the first 2 years of his career, but that is a part of our defense that I think he can really help on is just if we've got all these big rangy guys, especially if we can get a rim protector, um, then or if AD's freed up on the perimeter, you're gonna have guys scrambling that their charge opportunities will be available.
Small ball group here, Pete.
Okay, let's see how they do. Oh, that was super smart what Rui did right there, right? So he shot faked and ripped through to the left, and then Cornette had it lined up. If you drive to the rim in just a straight line, a shot blocker can line you up. But Rui dipped his shoulder and cut off the angle for Cornette. Then Cornette had to slap down because he had cut off the angle for the block. So a very subtle but smart play there by Rui. 2016 Mozgov was a whole experience, man. That was there was that old video of the soccer goalie. It was like a Funny or Die sketch or something like that. That Mozgov reminded me of that. Yep. Back rim. I gotta get that. Damn.
Rui missed that box out like crazy right there.
This is what I was talking to you about the other day about his
Oh,
like.
man.
If you watch him on the box outs, he doesn't. His technique is all over the place. He gets sort of turned and twisted, and doesn't like compare how he boxes out to how LeBron boxes out, and it's just night and day. This is also part of the reason why, like, we need to get a freaking rebound. And so, like, I don't like Rui in the small ball groups in part because that responsibility in these minutes for Rui is super high. Rebounding responsibility, I don't think you can have front court players who are poor for their position at rebounding in a small ball group. Yeah, and I love seeing Dalton get some run. Mm.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, lucky.
Yep.
Oh, got the whistle. Help him up. Take Austin.
Austin's ability to run at you full speed and change direction the way that
Mhm.
he does. There's that old clip, Pete, of, White Chocolate, Jason Williams crossing up Gary Payton in the
Oh,
open
uh-huh.
court,
Uh-huh.
and that's sort of how Austin plays in terms of the direct straight drive at you, but then crossing over enough to get by you and create separation.
Mhm.
He's got that hang dribble cross that is just
Mhm.
just really effective for him.
I wonder how much that changes in a playoff series when guys can time you up. You get used to
Yeah.
playing a guy over and over again. You start to like lock in on the rhythm of how he makes his moves. Yeah, I think so too, Godlock. All right, guys.
Measured him.
Woo! Yep, that's a great way of putting it. Completely lined that up.
Lakers did a smart thing there too. They saw that Drew was zoning up and Austin was same side with DFS. And so Austin cleared and he sort of baited Tatum to hang around a little bit and
Yep,
confuse that backline defense of where the help was.
that's right.
And Drew then had to flatten out and stay a little bit more connected to DFS. Cornet sags, LeBron just easy money with that step back.
Tony, you're absolutely right. This team doesn't Celtics team does not look invincible because they're not. And this is part of the argument that I was making earlier is that like there is not an invincible team in the league. The Lakers aren't like right on the doorstep, but it's very much worthwhile to go for it. They've got some assets, they've got some ways to improve the team, and even just the team figuring itself out. They just made not just a trade, but they made not a like for like trade. They didn't trade D'Lo for another point guard, where it's like, yeah, basically everything else we do stays the same. You just slot this guy in for what that other guy does. No, they're in game 11 where DFS had a child at some point in that window and missed a couple of games. And of course, they're still figuring out what they're doing and who they are. They've got Vando coming back, and that's going to be a level of internal integration. And so there's going to be some degree, even if they don't make a move, which they absolutely should. But the team should internally improve just by having more time together, having more reps, more. LeBron had a comment the other day, D, about like the Celtics know who they are. We're still figuring ourselves out because it's been such a transient type of environment, whether it's coaches or players. And so, if when you look at the teams around the league, and OKC is wonderful. There's some very good teams. I'm not saying it would be easy or even likely, no matter what the Lakers do. But it's like, how do you watch games like this and not be like, I at least want them to fight. At least want to be in the fight. And if we lose the fight, that happens. But don't you want to go to war with freaking LeBron James and Anthony Davis?
That's the point I'm saying in general, even before you're talking about watching games like this. You've got 5 years of history with LeBron and AD and seeing what they can do in terms of keeping you competitive, particularly in a playoff series, even when other guys on the roster are not playing well, right? And they've won a championship together. And so this idea of how much you do or do not trust LeBron James and Anthony Davis to me isn't one where we should so easily be like, "Oh, well, there's a super strong argument going the other way." Right? It's
Yep.
like, if they're healthy, you should believe in them. And if you don't believe in them, then why is this the version of the basketball team we're watching right now?
So I
Right?
think Gowlock makes a fair point that says, they need to play like this more than 10% of the time. I agree. I know that you're not making this argument, Gowlock, that they need to play it like this all of the time. But I do think that there are obvious reasons why sustainment is a big issue. But like the Lakers' ceiling in terms of the level they can get to of basketball team is very high.
Dunk that.
Let's go. Love the pace they're playing with.
Austin and Braun both showing this much sort of verve is so great for the team's offense, man. Oh,
Mhm. He tried.
yeah, you tried to sell it.
Oh, let's go, Austin.
Good scram, LeBron. I
Yep.
don't care that that went in. That's a great scram.
Win the ground game. Beat him to the spot. You can't contest that up high, but you can beat a guy to the spot. Yeah, Porzingis is a killer on those. All right, let's see how the Lakers adjust to the two big lineup and the looking to really go at Porzingis. Now you got Brown going at Rui. Get the ball. Didn't go out of bounds. Sweet. Long rest for AD. Hmm. Good rebound, Brown. I like that too, Sim. Didn't quite get his feet under him to make that floater, but that was a good decision. Didn't let them rush him.
For all the things that LeBron might be the best at ever,
Mhm.
he might be the best player, the best slot cutter ever. He is so
Yeah,
good at reading that
he
that
re-
that
and
slot
getting
cut.
into that seam. Yep.
Yep.
Ah, damn.
Hmm. We both had the same reaction there, Pete.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Displeased. We were both peering over our glasses. We're at that age.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we fucking go. The Eric Lewis Memorial whistle. I'm getting water.
Oh.
Ah, damn, nice putback.
Yeah, Dalton gave up a straight line drive to Drew, though, too. It's just like, you gotta just understand, like KYP, right?
For sure.
Good cut. Great cut by Dalton.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it.
Great cut from top of the key. Like, he came to set a ball screen and then
Oh, he
cut.
slipped it. Yeah, beat the switch like that. Slip the switch. The switch. Let's go.
That's very much like a quick split cut action,
Yep.
right? Where Gabe's passing as Dalton comes to set the ball screen, but same principle that Golden State runs.
Yep. And that's why running actions, I think you you know, Crandis does a lot of work on organized offense, right? And
Yeah,
I think that like drilling down on what that means for this Lakers team, like with this team's talent, right, is one of the keys to the season. And one of the places I land on is just running more actions like this, right? Like that's a set like, hey, we know they're switching. If they're playing high side, you have to read this way, but we're going to run this, this quick thing on the front end and try to get something out of that. I think the more they do that, and then if that doesn't work out, you want to flow into one of your ball screens, great. But just at least run an action. And I think that there's a lot. I'm trying to get to 110 points, D, and I'm stuck at 102 right now. And that's where the team has been stuck. And so I think that's one of the places internally that they can get there closer, not all the way, but closer.
yeah, because if they aren't able to make one of these like mythical trades that we come up with, um, and I get that LeBron is just like, this is the way that we're constructed. And he's right in that there's not a bunch of high level shot creation outside of him and AD and Austin. And there's only a certain amount that they can do internally from a talent standpoint. But being more committed to running not just the plays, but doing things in the middle parts of plays that are going to help you create advantage in places other than where the ball
Hmm.
is important for this team to get good shots. Because that's gonna help LeBron and AD and
Hmm.
Austin as well, right? Is they can't always be the guy who's drawing a second defender in order to get someone in an open shot.
Yep.
Uh, these guys need to start setting more flare screens. They need to start setting more pin down
That's what's
screens.
up, man. That's where it's
They
at.
And we've been seeing a return of Rui the Cutter lately. We've been
Mhm.
seeing this game started with a couple of nice skip passes out of post ups where AD was drawing doubles. It's like there is more that they can do there, and they're making strides there, and they just got to continue to work that. And I
Mm.
think it's easy for us to forget that it is just game 41 for a brand new head coach
Yep.
with a new team, and that I would like them to be further ahead, but let's not act as though wanting them to be further ahead is the same as them being stuck in neutral or stagnant, because I
Yeah.
am not seeing that.
Well, and they've also been working through problems. That's one thing I've really liked about Reddick is that he runs the race. He fights the fight. He doesn't just linger in one spot and is actually tries new things and has revisited some things already a lot faster than previous coaches.
That's
Back
right.
at back at it. Mm.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, the rebound.
Good defense.
He can contest high, man. I'm telling you, on the taller twos and three types of guys that like to go over the top, shorter defenders. For a guy, Dalton's issues are with his feet, or with his feet and his reading the defense. Let's go.
Man,
I hate the whistle he gets, man. I
just
fucking hate
one
how.
time, I'd love for the referee to be like, "No, you're not allowed to just throw your fucking forearm into
Yeah.
a dude's chest in order to get him off you." One time.
Rathstein, good to see you. Broner's dad, cracking me up. Schmidtke. Appreciate you hopping on, D.
Oh, for
It's very nice having you.
my whole household is sick right now too, and so I'm just, like, downstairs
Mm,
with everyone else in a different room. So I'm just like, "I'm fucking watching this game with Pete."
let's go. That's a tough possession, man. I hate these type of possessions. I know AD can make that shot. Oh, nice tip out, Rui.
Oh, Gabe's stealing girls tonight, bro.
Let's go.
Jesus.
He's a Celtic killer too. One of the reasons I like him.
Scram him out. Good job, AD.
Yes, I was Shaq in Sacktown. That's right. Damn, nice move.
Dalton, I think, has to learn too that he's gotta keep a guy to a single side. Now, I know that that's tough, right? That's a great move by
No,
Cade,
it's actually not.
but
So this is no, bro. So this is something I learned from coaching, and you can if you're gonna get beat, you have to be so bad on defense to not be able to cut off a single direction. So it's like
yeah.
you're going to beat me, but you're not going to beat me going left. I can absolutely take away left if that's my only job is to not get beat left.
Okay, Dalton.
Let's go. Hey man, he's not scared of this game. Get the kid.
3 in the key.
D, are you able to pause for like 2 seconds?
Give me a second. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Yeah, I'm at 35, 34, 33.
Yeah, I'm like a half a second ahead
Yeah,
now.
yeah. You've been given spoilers. I mean,
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
nice on someone. No, man. You watch the game. Do your thing. Just sync up with us. Let's go, Rui.
There we go, Rui.
Oh, that's good drive and kick. So one of the ingredients of a good drive and kick is like
Good
the depth
rebound
of the
too,
drive.
Rui.
That was a really good rebound. Yep. That was one where he dropped down from the perimeter.
Yep, big boyed
Oh,
it.
Dalton.
Let's
Oh,
go,
there he
Dalton.
is. We missed you. We missed you, Dalton. Welcome back, Dalton. Good contest. Gang rebounding. Dalton pushing. Oh, this is going up. No, no. Oh, look at him. Oh, young. Yeah, that's going up. Ah, yeah,
Oh,
AD.
just short. Get it,
Oh
AD.
no! Protect the ball. Run back now, man. Come on.
He's mad. He
Skip.
feels like he got fouled. Run, 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 run.
Basketball gods, man. Did he get hit
AD's
on the
bailing
arm?
out.
If he's that mad, he definitely got fouled.
If he's that bad, he definitely got fouled. I'm with you on that one.
All right, calm down, AD. It's okay. Calm down. Good work, Gabe. That's ours. That's ours.
Good hustle, Gabe. Let's see the replay. I want to see it.
Right across the
Oh,
fucking
shit.
wrist,
Come
man.
on.
These motherfuckers, man.
Oh, my God.
AD's gotta.
He's got to find his equilibrium here,
It's
but
tough. It's tough.
I like him.
I do
I like
too.
him
Yeah.
upset.
Fire him up. Yeah. He could just get rushed. Austin, speaking of being rushed, a little too much in the paint. Come on, Max. Read the defense, dog. I hear you, Regina. I trusting angry AD. Help him. Help. Come on, guys.
Lakers got stuck in mud here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
One bucket, one stop.
Mm. Oh, great rebound. And one. Let's go. And
See?
one. Yeah, pissed off AD. Look at that face. Look at that face. The motherfuckers, man. Woo, look at that rebound, man. So AD wins on the ground and in the air when he wants to, but that was like with power and on the ground. He read that rebounding angle because that's just a wheel up, like a tee up. That's part of the reason why you go from the dunker spot up to the front of the restricted area right there is to snatch that rebound if the shot goes up.
Good offense for defense sub right there, too. They put in DFS.
Oh, good catch. Help. Seal it. Good. Get there. Fuck. Yeah, let's fucking go. I think so too, 17. I take those shots as sort of like messages from the basketball gods. Got to put together another 24, but that was a hell of a half. Look at this.
So Tony R, I didn't necessarily see some huge difference with the Lakers offense beyond the tempo and pace that they're playing with and how that started to create better drive and kick opportunities, a little bit better organization on their post-ups, but really just understanding what Boston's game plan is against them, driving and kicking, dragging defenders with them. Austin was really good, I thought, at making the kick out pass. Pete, you see anything specific?
I mean, the top 6 guys on the Lakers all have an assist. I think the ball movement was really good. There were actions, like on that Dalton play,
Yep.
but also on the post-ups as well. But really more than anything, it's the pace and tempo of LeBron and AD. And that's why it's funny when the Lakers, part of the rationale for going smaller is a worry about being too slow, right? We talk about the spacing on the perimeter on offense, but there's also a concern about, LeBron at the 3, AD at the 4. Both of those guys don't run all the time. And so if you add a 5 to that mix too, are you the slowest team in the league?
Yeah.
And on some nights, yeah, you might be, but LeBron and AD, there are a lot of things, but when they are turned up, they're not slow. And so that they just can't do it for 82, especially if AD has the freaking defensive responsibilities that he has had on a team that's very small, that can't rebound outside of him and LeBron in a lot of ways. And so, yeah, like he's not going to be able to do that every night and cover those responsibilities too. But that's part of the rationale for like if you do get somebody to cover those responsibilities, you get some of the foot speed back from AD. You get some of that biggest wing in the league style of player back that you just can't get if somebody can't cover that responsibility around the rim.
100%. So you were talking about the 5 starters all having an assist. Every Laker who played had a rebound, Pete.
Let's go, man. That's very rare.
Austin, 13 points on 5 shot attempts. Not bad. He's 3 for 5, all on threes, 4 for 4 from the line. Rui's only 1 for 5, but he has 5 rebounds and 2 assists and 1 steal. Second best on the team, plus 13 behind AD.
I loved his floor game, and yeah, his rebounding, especially in that half. He missed that box out that we focused in on, but had a
Next
couple of
possession
drop
down,
downs.
he
Yep.
had a two-handed top of the square rebound.
Yes, sir. There is a. So let me ask you this: Vando's coming back, right?
Yep.
We just saw, I would say, the better Angels of the Lakers and what the best they can be, the playoff version of them, the idealized of the version of the current roster. Who does Vando come back for? We had Jackson play 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Dalton played 8:30 and was awesome, but it will not always be awesome in those minutes. I would say Dalton is the likeliest of those guys. DFS only played 9 minutes and 38 seconds. I'd suspect Vando's a 2-shift guy, so he's in that 16-minute, 18-minute. And like you said on the pod today, early on, I would suspect he's in that 12 to 15-minute, getting back from an injury window. But even fully optimized, I think that Vando's probably a 2, maybe 3-shift guy. So not just who does he come in for, but I guess my question is more, what are the lineups? Is it that start of the second quarter for Jackson? Just what does that look like?
Yeah, it's interesting to me, man, because he's not a center, and this is the idea around a Rui trade or a Gabe trade being built around a center, right? But because in theory, then that opens up forward minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than Rui basically only being a forward and getting some minutes in that small ball group where there's no big on the court. I'm not exactly on a night like tonight, I don't see an easy path for Vando minutes.
Mm.
Right? Just because look what you got from Dalton
You
and
heard
look what
what
you got from Gabe, right?
you
And
heard
so
how Reddick answered the like will Vando play on Saturday, right?
yeah, well, it's interesting because look, in previous, even as early as late as this morning, I would have told you, in fact, I did over text, that Dalton would be the guy who would get kicked from the 9th spot in the rotation to potentially 10th and out,
Mm-hmm.
right? 9 guys played, but Dalton's 3 for 5. He has 8 points, and he's got 3 rebounds. Gabe is 3 for 3,
Uh-huh.
right? These guys have 5 made threes combined between them, which is
The
half of
if they
basically half
played
of
like
the
this every
collective.
night, if they played like this every night,
Of
we wouldn't
course.
be having these conversations.
But that's why I'm saying that on a night like tonight, I don't see an avenue for him. In general, though, I think that the Lakers are about to have a front court jam. And the tricky thing is that Vando is a non-shooter. He's not a ball handler. So that sounds
He's
like a
a
center,
Yeah, he's like a ball handling center
right?
because he's
Yes.
got some on ball,
He's
like
got
hand.
balls.
You know what I mean?
He's
Yeah,
got ball skills, but he's not Gabe Vincent,
yeah, right,
right?
correct.
And so it's like he does the same job as someone like Gabe defensively. as someone like DFS defensively, but offensively, he is some weird combo of like Jackson Hayes and Cam Reddish, right? But he's so much better on defense and on the glass than all of those players. And so finding minutes for him to me is more about, is this the construction of the team that facilitates minutes for him? And I would argue it's not necessarily, without functionally eliminating like Jackson Hayes's minutes.
Right.
Like, you don't have a center to play outside of that, right? So what does that look like? Particularly when AD is having interviews with Shams saying saying like, "Oh, the thing that we don't have is, or the thing that I think we need is another big, because I wanna play power forward more." I mean, in reality, AD's making the case to trade for Vucevic.
Sure.
AD's making the case to
See,
swap
so
out.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not even settled on Vucevic by any means, right? I'm just like, the issues I've seen this team have, that frankly, seeing them play this well in a highly competitive game, this is in my bucket of, we're playing really good teams. This is an evaluation period. This is the sixth game that we've played against a team that if they made the second round or better, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. They're that good of a team. This is the sixth game that we've played with DFS on the roster that fits that threshold. This is the first time we've played legitimately well, and in a way where it's like, yeah, throw this in the pile of evidence, in terms of
Yeah.
what this team is.
No, 100%, and when I say that he's making a case for Vucevic, he could just as easily be making a case for Robert Williams,
Right,
right?
exactly. Or
Or
Kessler,
Walker
right? Well, yeah,
Kessler,
trade all that for
or
Kessler.
Jakob Poeltl, any of those guys, right? Because in reality, when AD says, "I see myself as a 4," guess who he's not kicking out of the starting lineup? LeBron James.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he says, "I think I've always been my best when I get to play the 4," that's not gonna come at LeBron's expense. And it's not gonna come at Austin's or Max's expense.
Right.
So, I don't think he's subtweeting Rui by any means, but I think when he's talking about the version of the 2020 roster, he's probably looking at Rui and being like, "Oh, you're more like Kuz, right? And we
Mhm.
don't have our JaVale and Dwight."
Give me one sec. You caught me at a good time, Tyler. What's your question? Jeremy Grant was never a thing. That was Clutch saying do something. Oh, a quirky one.
I'm very intrigued by what this quirky
I
question.
know, with that setup. The lady who sits front row besides the Celtics bench. Uh-huh. Ali Bogley. Uh-huh. Jalen, we could do longer. The editing of the pod is because we try to tighten it up, right? And make it sound as the final product as good as possible. And Keezy in this chat does wonderful work on that. It is a 5 day a week, uh, 5 pod a week type of thing. And so it's more of a, we're trying to get through 82. If we had more of a staff and we had more than one person editing it, and I edited the last 10 minutes of this pod, but that's the first time I've done that in a minute. That we just don't have the staff, to do that. But if we did, yeah, we'd love to, me and this dude fucking talk constantly. So
I would say too that it's just like, if we were gonna record longer, there would be fewer episodes,
yeah.
right? And Oh, can we not edit out the F bombs?
We generally don't. We generally don't.
Yeah. I will say too that it's like I cuss so much in real life.
Yes, no, me too. I also say some wild shit sometimes that I'm just like, I'm just waiting for it, man. I'm gonna say some shit. And yeah.
Oh man. But when I get in my Will Ferrell at like in the debate mode where I black out and just start going off, then the F bombs are gonna flow.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The Lakers blow this lead tonight. You may hear some 4 letters, some 11 letters. Uh the question, Roy, you asked a question about live pods and things like that. That may be something I need to do. I so you've probably noticed I very rarely do on camera type of stuff, and that's even been from the beginning. Um, I've never wanted to be like recognized. So like even Anthony Harrison, Mike Trudell is on a whole nother level on this front where it's like I can go to the mall. I got a mall like a mile down the road from me. I can go walk around, get some, get a Cinnabon or, go to Lids, check out the New Jerseys or whatever, get some steps in, and like nobody recognizes me. Trudell Gallagher, you go out to I was at Jersey Mike's with him one time. We're just sitting there like 3 people. Oh shit, can I take a photo with you? I don't want that type of life. And so there's a part of doing this always. There's also like I don't like people who use the NBA and doing this job as sort of like a way to enhance their personal brand in a and I also don't think like it adds anything being able to see me. And so I've always seen myself as sort of a 21st century radio host in a lot of ways. And it's also one of those things too, if you did see me in the wild and you did recognize me because there are photos of me and things like that. Oh shit. Jins, thank you so much, man. That's really, really, really kind of you. That's incredible, man. Thank you. Happy anniversary to Kobe.
I watched a Stuart Scott highlight the other day because it was on my timeline.
Armo Trader, you get the fuck out of here with that type of. You can't come in here like that. You're lucky we're friends and I know who you are and we like go eat dinner together. I'd ban your ass if you weren't my friend. Fuck out of here. You never comment shit. Then you come in here with that.
He's getting ratioed.
I never seen. Congratulations, the first person to get ratioed on playback.
Oh my god.
You dick.
Oh, if that was a Reddit thread, he would have gotten downvoted to down to the 7th level of hell right there. Oh my god.
Fucking guy. Good to see you around here, man.
Amazing.
Jins, thank you, man. Thanks again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, don't get Darius talking about Lonzo. Not right when the second half's about to start.
Talk to me about Lonzo. Oh man. No, Pete's gonna remove my stage access. He'd be like, "What happened to your invite?" That's why he didn't invite me earlier. Everyone was talking about Lonzo, and then he's like, "D, you want an invite?" Oh wait, we're talking about Lonzo. I need to go get some water.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. No, every bit counts, man. Really appreciate it. That's what all of these are, honestly. Like, and even with the pod, these days I'm a street musician with my hat out. I'm playing for free. You don't have to pay nothing to enjoy it, but if you want to throw a couple bucks in the hat, always appreciate it. Oh, thank you. About to be back at it for the third quarter. Oh, look at that. 11 for 20 from 3. It's always nice when the shots go. But that's the thing, D, is so like Boston, their 3-point volume and percentage is going down. I would argue that how you play up to the shot is like what creates the volume and
That's
percentage.
right.
The pace that the Lakers are playing with it are creating good shots, and they're on pace to shoot 40 of them. Damn.
They've been having AD defend
Shaq,
Brown.
thanks so much, man.
They've been having AD defend Brown, which is an interesting wrinkle
Hmm.
in
Why do
this.
why do you think they're doing that?
So that when they switch, they could put AD onto
Oh, there you go.
Porzingis and right and like
Uh-huh.
flow into more natural matchups.
Short armed that. Drew is so strong. LeBron usually wins that matchup, though. LeBron's kind of past his strength level, but Drew's so good at bodying. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was about to be the
He missed
start of
it.
that run. That was almost a 5-0 run. Damn, that's a good
Missed it.
contest. Yeah, it's good defense.
Good D. Good D.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah. I didn't see Austin break that up.
Yeah, he stood him up. He guessed right and
Uh-huh.
stood Drew up and then inside hand poke away.
Oh, nice. I was too, Roy. That's why I was like, let's see what happens here.
That's a double dribble. I don't care.
Get the board. Ah, maybe they'll freeze. Fuck, man.
Oh. I'm an old man when it comes to that, but they should have called a double dribble on Brown.
I didn't see it.
Didn't catch it cleanly, went into a bounce, picked it up, and then went into a move again. And that's the sort of thing where it's just like, I don't think guys should be able to get away with stuff like that.
Mm. AD didn't correct enough on that.
I don't like the pace to start this quarter.
I don't either. No, these are dangerous minutes. Mm-hmm. Noticeable difference in urgency from the Celtics to start this third. They're definitely trying to make their run right now. 17, he will help there. All right. Horn set. I like it. I think this is one of our like calm the waters actions. Oh, they called it early. AD's touch on those type of shots has not been there lately.
Yeah, but he hit 2 earlier this game though too. So it's
He
just
did.
like
He did.
I hear you.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
this season it hasn't been as consistent. Um so I'm not disagreeing with you, but this game he's been there a little like he's been okay.
See, can the Lakers get reliable offense against a Celtics defense that turns up? That's the key right now. Let's go, Rui. Over a good contest. That's a big time shot right there. Big
Good
time
goal by
shot.
AD there too.
Drew some gravity.
Switch that. That's fine.
Where'd that? Let's go.
That's fine.
Outlet. Ooh. Okay. Quick attack. I like it. Take that up high. Yo, the angle that he took on that
Oh my
layup was
god.
so sweet.
Oh my
Way
goodness.
high up off the
Awesome.
backboard. 5-0 run. They needed both of those buckets. Great outlet by LeBron, by the way.
Yep.
Front
Good
that Rui.
switch, Rui.
Good contest. Bron. Oh, Max missed the leak out for LeBron.
Yeah. Well, I trust Max
Pull
to
that.
throw that pass like none at all.
Ah, yes. True. True.
So make the simple outlet,
Yeah,
Max.
yeah, yeah. No. You're right.
I'm
You're right. You're right.
I'm with it. Know thyself. That's right, Austin, do your work early. That's right. Scrab him out, Rui.
Fuck.
Good shot. It's just like,
Yep.
tip your cap. Process defensively, that possession was good.
Yep. No, Lakers are going to have to play their best ball to win this. Let's see. Good. Held
That's
them up
right,
on the jam.
holding.
You're going to call it on the other end. Call that crap. Call it the other way. AD always gives like a little more space to shooters.
Yeah.
He does got a lot. Yeah. Mm. Oof. Board it. Okay, good. Good slow down. I love the driving and kicking he's doing out to the perimeter. I know we missed that, but that's a good shot. Fuck, gotta make those. Get there. Damn. That's a tough shot. Fuck, that's a nice shot. Yeah, AD late getting back. Good
Well,
timeout.
AD went to the offensive glass,
Good timeout.
and Porzingis sort of shoved him out of bounds, which was fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm not complaining. But it left AD way behind the play, right? And he recovered back in time where if
Yeah,
Tatum's
yeah.
a lesser player, he just shoots that spot up three, and AD probably gets a decent contest, but
Yeah.
he's Jason Tatum. So
AD's also chosen to play a little bit more off of him. I wonder if we see going forward if AD doesn't give him as much space and place for the drive. This is also, again, part of the reason for having a rim protecting five is that these are the exact situations where it's like a 6'10 perimeter player has his over the top jump shot going a little bit. You have to pressure that guy in order to get the stop. And so if you pressure them, you are inviting a drive to the rim. If you're inviting a drive to the rim and there's nobody back there, now AD will make some incredible track you down from behind type of blocks, even though you beat him off of the dribble on the drive. But you don't want to rely on that. And that's a good way to get him in foul trouble, too. And so, yeah, having that low man rotation be a Walker Kessler instead of a Rui or a Robert Williams type of player, that is how you can unlock Anthony Davis to be in less of a defensive crouch in a that like I don't want to press too hard up on you because I'm going to be inviting the drive and there's nobody really back there to bother you.
I'm with you 100%. And Dr. Macademic here makes a great point about, AD's minutes with Bam during
Oh
the second.
yeah, man. No, that's the thing. It's funny. We've been talking about Booch. I'm like, yeah, Booch. But watching the game, I'm like, yo, we need a defensive five.
Yeah, did you see Robert Williams and the Rockets making
Mm.
googly eyes at each other? Him
Oh
and his
no,
former
was he?
coach.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Of course they would trade for him.
They were like, talking after the game. Even got to the point where Robert Williams did the let me put my jersey over my mouth thing.
Mm, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Udoka.
yeah. Udoka's just like,
I'm in a similar spot, Gadlock. Yeah, he understands what wins.
Udoka?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He does. Which is fine. When he played for the Spurs, Kobe busted his ass though, so.
Mr. Blue, that's a long-winded way of saying you got a face for radio. True. Also true. I want to be left alone. I don't really want to be a public figure, but maybe we'll do some live stuff one day or something. You know, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do a regular on-air type of thing.
Yeah,
12 boards and 4 blocks in 24 minutes. Wow.
yeah, and Portland's been playing well.
Mm-hmm.
They I think they beat Orlando tonight, right? Chat?
I think so. They did. Wow, 101.79. Wagner came back too.
Yeah.
All right, back at it. Mm,
Good block.
Stop complaining to the refs. That's a good block. AD's used to that move working. He's got a hell of a wingspan. Yep, thank you. We'll take
That's
that.
right. Throw it to no one. Good defense, Rui.
Mhm. Oh, no, all good, Mr. Blue. You're not wrong. Kickball. So, the Lakers are gonna have to use their ball fakes, and kinda get deeper into actions now that Boston's turned up defensively. Get there. Fuck,
Oh,
get that. Come on, Rui. That's the thing too, the ball clangs off his hands. Off. That's way off. Get the ball. Come on, man. Thank you. Yeah, bullet dodge, 3 of them.
I've liked the defense though that they've played. It's just like you got to close out these possessions.
That's
We'll
what I'm
get
saying is
rebounds,
we're a
but
rebound away from, like, our defense being kick ass.
oh, good defense.
They've really turned up defensively,
They
and
really have.
we're trying to, like, do very make a simple move and get the shot up type of stuff, and they're all over it. But Lakers gotta adjust. This is the Tetris getting faster. What the fuck, man? Why is that a foul? I swear he just gets to just, like, rack it right at people.
Ball don't lie.
Let's go. What do we have at halftime? Let's go. Thank you.
I can't remember.
We had 69 at halftime.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was it 69?
I think it was less than that.
Yeah.
67. Yeah. 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 Pick and pop. Lakers did a better job of, they didn't make the shot, but they worked the sequence a little bit longer and got a good shot. That's more along the lines of what they'll need to do to be able to score. Man, another one.
I mean, Gabe's too little for that too,
Right.
right? It's like he'll battle and he'll stand in there, but
Hmm.
that's just tough. I think he can handle Brown 18 feet and out, 18 feet and in. That's Brown's game.
Hmm. All right. Another BDL.
Yeah, see, so DFS here for Max, right?
Right.
And when you were talking about where does Vando play? Oh no, Max is still in.
How do we score here? Gonna have to be AD. Let's go. Both those weak ass whistles. Thank you. The basketball gods are like, the refs ain't gonna fucking call it. We're gonna handle this ourselves.
The
No
thing
point.
is they should still run horns here,
Uh-huh.
and they should run like elbow get
Oh man.
actions. That's off.
Yeah.
Where they are setting ball screens for AD in the middle of the court. Tough shot. There you
Getting
go.
extremely difficult shots.
You remember that old elbow get or elbow get play, Pete, where you initiate horns and then you set a cross screen, right, with the other elbow guy?
Mhm,
And I think that if you put Max at the other elbow, he can play short roll with AD with that inverted pick and roll
mhm.
the way that they like.
There you go. I think that might be the answer, yeah. And, yeah, I don't love attacking, like, out of the post as much against them. I think they've got the collective size to counter it and, like, the shot blocking, like we saw with, Porzingis, but I do think if we can get them out into space, both Porzingis and Cornet. So, yeah, maybe the inverted ball screens are the way to go. He did get bailed out, Brandon, and Pritchard just missed a steal. All right, AD does make his free throws.
Gadlock, your point about LeBron and or Austin
AD.
and LeBron on the bench at the same time. That's what me and Pete were talking about on the Potter Lear, where I made a joke about cloning Austin because they've been moving Austin between the LeBron bench groups and the AD bench groups all season, trying to help prop up
Yep.
each each unit when both groups had issues scoring.
So in that vein, Hepchuk asked, do AD only units need the second big to be able to provide them more space on the perimeter? This is part of the reason why I go to the Vucevic type of thing is I watch the AD only groups and go like, oh man, how do we create a shot? And AD's this isn't AD's best thing. And if we go two bigs, like, do they have to space? Yeah, it's a complicated puzzle.
Well, this is why the trades we were talking about earlier, right? Where like that's why that Utah trade makes some sense if you get one of the guards with with a Kessler type.
Hmm. Strip that. Let's go.
Yes,
Well, they didn't call that. Rip over Rui. Let's go. Finished it. Is that DFS on the strip?
it was. He knows what he's doing down there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on.
Bro, they get the weirdest
Nonsense.
shit,
I
man.
don't care.
Is it free throws
Ragdoll
now?
his lanky ass.
My God, man.
Such soft bullshit. Oh, he pulled me by the waist.
Not in the penalty quite yet, but
Trash. Trash.
yes. Look, that's a two big rebound right there, too. Oh, Machiavelli, that's beautiful, man. I'm so glad that we could be part of your day like that. Thank you for the tip, but more so, man, just that like we can help you have some community. Yeah, AD's touches off on those. Good
Good
contest,
defense,
Max.
Max.
That's the retreat and contest thing that I talk about with him, where he can defend his ass off when backing up. Oh, whoa, Lord have
Damn,
mercy.
DFS. He's like, I ain't shot all game.
Yeah, here's two. I'm gonna shoot the distance of two of them. Good D. Won that on the ground. Stay up, stay pressed up. He's more pressed up than he was. Tatum wants the jumper, so he sets it up with a dribble move. See, made him rush it a little bit more. It doesn't go in. Oh, Gabe.
Oh,
Oh,
damn,
that was
Gabe.
straight. That's a fine. I'm fine with that.
He's feeling it tonight.
Jackson get grab rebounds when he's got a second big on the floor. Damn, damn, damn,
Mm,
damn.
AD's tired.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot.
He's missed some bunnies.
Mhm.
He was not involved defensively that last play.
Come on, Gabe. Let's go, Jackson. What a tip in. Slide him. Shit. Get there. Good box out, Max. We're all screaming Clarissa. That's right. Oh, good pass. Catch that. Come on, Jackson. Let's go, Jackson. Timeout. Back up to 18. Woo! Good pass by Gabe. Did you see how Jackson caught that?
Yes.
Jackson reminds me of, you ever see Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Totally.
He reminds me of Keanu in that movie. Like, he caught that and it was like, whoa. And then he like shot a little jump hook, but he paused for like a brief moment and was like, oh, yeah, a little ball fake down low.
I'm not even sure if that pass was to him.
He wasn't either, but he was like, all right. Oh, man, we needed that run.
Playing with AD really does free up Hayes to, like,
Bro,
just
he's a second big. This shit happened with Wenyan, too.
Yep, just be athletic, run around, go get a rebound.
But also think about, we've been playing chess, right? And so it's building a battery. It's the big motherfucker on the other team has to
Yeah.
guard AD, so the guard or the wingy 3, the not as big motherfucker, is guarding Jackson. Tempt, you were big on the Wood AD lineup look, weren't you? Yeah, I thought so. So, Griff, are we playing as good a defense as we are right now? Because part of what's kept us in this, aside from some convenient missed free throws, has been like they're guarding. They've guarded. Look, Hokum, I'm merely a reflection of what the team puts out there. Having Darius on too, man. This is my guy. It's nice to like have a conversation. You know, on most of these, I'm like trying to describe everything possibly imaginable, and on this one, you know, kicking back with my guy and watching the game with you guys, and the Lakers are hooping.
Love this push that they just made, though. Super important for them to sort of reestablish things. This is the sort of thing that has happened to the Lakers a few too many times this season, right? Like on the other end of that, where you start to feel like you're getting in the rhythm, finding a way to dig into the lead, and then suddenly the other team just gets a 3, a layup, and suddenly it's right back to 14, 15, 16, and you're like, all that work we just did goes down the drain, and that can be demoralizing, even for mentally strong teams.
Very much so. So yeah, good fight back. Purple Puma, I love that question, and that idea is great. Again, I'm not. My desire to be a content creator is fairly low right now. In terms of just like let's do a stream of this or the other. But I do think that like, yeah, chess is playing a big role in my life right now. And that's always been one thing I promised myself, is just like go where the tide of life is taking me, and incorporate that into kind of what I'm doing. And so that would be super fun. My favorite chess opening, I play the Rui Lopez usually if I'm white. ... Lakers back at it, up 18.
Good back pressure by DFS there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good contest. Hand up. Yes. Jackson with the box out. Braun with pace. Force. Love it. Sidestep. Oh, good swing. Pull that.
Just
Oh,
missed
good
it.
rebound. Good rebound. Reset.
Yes, reset.
Two-man game. Oh, rejection. Good play. Foul. Yeah, on the back pressure. All right.
That last defensive play by DFS, Pete, was just a great professional defensive sequence there. Got over the top of the screen, created back pressure, made Tatum pass out, reset the Tatum,
Yep.
split him up in isolation, force a tough jumper.
Damn. Almost got that roll. Yeah, he's a responsible adult.
Totally. Yes, ice that. Stand them up.
Gabe.
There you go, Gabe.
Good job, Gabe. Stay in front of
There
that.
you go, Gabe. Call 3 in the key, maybe.
5 on the shot clock. Help him, help him, help him. Damn. Damn. Two for one or no? Doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it now.
Oh, they call a foul. All right, getting some calls now. We'll take that. Not exactly a 2 for 1, but
Austin I know it's like compare the white guy to a white guy, but Austin has some Mark Price to his game
oh,
too.
for
A
sure.
little bit.
No, I've thought that a lot.
Especially with the split at the top, and bigger guys can snake the pick and roll, which is what D'Lo loves to do, but
Uh-huh.
Austin is great with the hit ahead dribble and the speed dribble.
So I see the Hornacek too that you're talking about, AJ. I think Austin's got a better handle than Hornacek had.
Yes. Yes. And the Hornacek comp is one that I've made with Austin before too.
That's when he's in his like shooting guard mode, and he's like part shooting guard, part point guard. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, well, Hornacek comes from that era too of being like a combo guard, right?
yeah.
Which is what Austin is.
Let's go, Austin. Press up, contest. Fuck, good shot.
Yep, let Gabe get the
Oh, almost. Damn. All right, 15 points. I'll take it. Let's close this out, guys. That was a 16-point quarter by the Lakers. I think they will need to score more than 16 to win this game. We did survive that quarter, Tony, and we only lost what 3-4 points off the lead.
Yeah, 4 points.
It
I
would have
mean,
been
Lakers 16-point quarter for the Lakers, but 20-point quarter for Boston. Right?
Many ways to win a basketball game. Yep. And that could have very easily been it could be an 8-point game right now, if that quarter goes just a little bit differently. But that's part of surviving a quarter is, we didn't play that well, and this is where we are. But I do think that this is evidence for what playoff defense looks like and the level that the offense will have to reach from a half court perspective. One of the things I loved about the 2020 team is they weren't a great half court offense team, but like you said, they were so good on defense and that setup. They got a lot of pick sixes. They got a lot of defense to offense type of possessions where where it was like the half court offense only had to reach a certain threshold. And that's sort of what I'm hoping for with this team is that like, can we be good enough on the offensive end and just be nasty on defense? And so what does good enough look like? I think we're seeing minutes where they're not good enough on the offensive end. How to resolve that? Can you resolve that? Like if we do a Vucevic type of deal, are you really harming the thing that you wanted to be good at, just poking another hole in the boat? I think there's a really good argument for that. Like, what does that look like? And then, but also who's available?
Yeah. And I know it's just like, oh, the Lakers are winning the basketball game, and here we are talking about trades. But the idea of this team being as good as they can be, you can tell where some of the deficiencies still are, right?
That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. I see it too, Tony. I see it too. That's right, Hefcheck. Great way of putting it. The 2020 group didn't have to solve the LeBron only bench offense that season, especially in the playoffs when you have playoff Rondo doing his thing. That's the sort of generalship you need from that on ball, again, in the middle of the floor type of player.
Well, also too, those LeBron only groups were nasty on defense, man.
Yes, they were.
It was LeBron who was still a high level defensive player, and particularly that season when he was challenged by AD to be really good, right? And then it was Caruso and it was Dwight, and then they might have Kuzma, who's another who was playing well defensively. It's just like there's all of this rangy size, and
Right.
Dwight was so good that year. It's hard to overstate just how good he was of a bench big.
Mhm. I feel like we took some of the wrong lessons from that of like, "Oh, we can just sign vet min fives and it's fine. We did it with Dwight."
Yeah. Dwight, a former
Right,
almost league
right.
MVP and 4-time defensive player of the year winner. Sure. Number 1 overall pick.
Let's go. Got that roll. That was big. AR's been, like, bumping guys off in this game.
There you go, Jackson. Way to step up.
Yeah. See how he balled denied? Can Gabe win this? Let's go. Yes, he can. That's ours. He hit it. No?
That looked off DFS to me, but
Was it? Okay.
it looked like it. He had inside position, and it looked like he got
Hit
it
his arm or
last.
something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, 2 plays in a row, Gabe won the ground game against Pritchard, who's very fast, but
Yeah.
Gabe can beat you to the spot.
He tried that off arm bullshit too, and Gabe just took it.
Uh-huh. Smart. Get that out of that corner. Yep. Knock that down. Let's go. That's what I mean when he looks like Karl Malone. He looks so much like Karl Malone sometimes when he plays. Love that shot. 19. Totally agree, Fuji. Send Jackson as a missile out onto the perimeter. That's his value. All right. Good take. Yeah, good pace, good start to
That's right.
this
LeBron
quarter.
looked at Al Horford and said, "I fucking remember you, Atlanta boy."
I like we got Clarissa screaming for blood in the chat. She wants
I s
Celtic heads. It's great. Right, let's go, guys. Let's win this on defense. Yes, good tip out, Jackson.
Good rebound, Gabe.
Pull that. Oh, yes. All right, good look. Look, Bron. Gabe can play in against like serious teams, you know?
He's playing with so much more confidence too. It's this game. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, missed the free throw, but got our own. Pull. No, okay. I like it. Smart. Don't have much time though. You got 8 on the clock. Got to get to getting.
He's gonna get to the step back here.
Oh, pulls up. Yes. He's been killing with his midi. Step up. Fuck. Yeah.
This is where Boston playing an OT game last night matters.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh,
Bron going for the kill. Stay pressed up. Stay defending.
call this.
Good defense, guys.
There you go, DFS.
Fuck. That shouldn't count though. If he hadn't gathered, if he fouled him on the way up, it's before the gather. Am I wrong? Oh no. Where's the foul then? Yeah, no, that's before the gather.
Yeah, that shouldn't.
Man. Thank you. Get the board, Jackson. Jesus. More BDL. Thank you.
Brown's had a weird hitch in his free throw motion tonight. You see that?
I hadn't noticed it. No.
That's he's missed 3
Whoa.
3 straight, and in all of them, he's been the same.
Let's fucking go, Gabe.
Man.
25 with 8:53 left. Yo. Gabe Vincent making a statement tonight. The Lakers making a statement tonight. Oh, man. There are many ways to win a game, and one of them is on the defensive end, right? There's so many teams built around spacing the floor, and spacing the floor is important, and you certainly can't get past a certain point. But it's funny, the old meme of the aliens guy, the guy with the wild hair. My hair's like really long right now too. It's very poofy. Anyway, I texted one of my guys that in B-ball ops. I was like, imagine Jackson Hayes, but he was like really good, and trying to sell him on Robert Williams. And he was cracking up, and he was like, "Yeah, the Ancient Aliens guy, Josh, exactly." And it's like this is one of those you can see the vision type of nights. If you had a really good version of Jackson at that 5 spot.
This is also the argument, Pete, for what it looks like when you have another really good offensive performance or player from the perimeter who is
Mm,
not like Austin or
right,
LeBron,
it's Gabe. Right,
right?
Gabe stepping up in that way. Yep, yep,
Tonight it's Gabe. Gabe is 4 for 8. He's 4 for 7 from behind the arc. He's got 12 points. He's got
yep,
4 assists.
yep,
He's a team best plus 24.
yeah,
Him and DFS. DFS has only taken 1 shot. He's got 3 rebounds and 2 steals. He's basically been like a credible Cam Reddish,
yep, yep.
right? And it's like, but you get pretty good night from LeBron, like in terms of offense. He's 8 for 18. He's hit some good mid-range shots. LeBron's got 13 rebounds and 4 assists.
Yep. I'm telling you,
AD
he's huge on
is
the boards. Yeah.
8, like AD's missed some runners and some bunnies inside. He's gotten defended well. He's 7 for 16.
Mm,
Austin's 5 for 10. But you get that extra offensive guy in Gabe, even Rui, right? Rui is 3 for 9, but he's 2
mhm,
for 5 from 3,
mhm.
7 rebounds. Just a very good team performance here, man.
Yes.
3 guys tied for scoring lead with 18. Rui's got 10.
Yeah, no one with 20. Wow.
Gabe's got 12. Dalton's got 8, who hasn't even played his second
Right.
shift. I don't know if he will either. Like, he might right now, I guess. They're up 25.
No, well, yeah, I mean, maybe he gets mop-up duty if the Lakers blow him out, but, um, Gaudelot, I wasn't saying Jackson. I was saying that to him. I was advocating the Lakers trade for Robert Williams III. Basically, like, imagine Jackson, but he was amazing. That's basically who Robert Williams III is when he's healthy. And uh that this would be an awesome team if you had that kind of guy. Oh, do they mail it in? Right.
Yeah, this is their deep bench guys now.
Yeah. They've got to keep their foot on the gas though.
Oh, totally.
This is a team this is a group that will run.
Well,
We
they're gonna
know.
compete too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It's dangerous. Mm, beautiful.
well, Braun's just like, "Oh, you gonna let me
Aha,
back down
dribble
Peyton
into a
Pritchard?"
yeah.
Oh, they've still got Brown in.
Mm. Who's that? Springer? They got Springer and Kata in the game.
Yeah,
Did
Springer had a
Caden?
good game last night.
Mhm, yeah, no, he's a Mike Garcia favorite. Oh, good read, Braun. Yeah, they haven't mailed it in yet. Mm, gotta be earlier than that, Jackson. LeBron's super pissed. Timeout Lakers. Yeah, so that's a timeout from an execution standpoint. Uh, the Lakers blew that first play out of the timeout, and I think that was Dalton's fault. That first one. That's one where Jackson was late on reading that it was Hauser coming off of that screen, and you have to. Was it Dalton again? No, see, I think that is because I think Dalton's job is to go over the top of that. I thought it was Jackson being late, but maybe they'll show it again. Yeah, Dalton's job is to chase on that because he can't go under the screen and shoot the gap because so yeah, it's a two-man job basically when you've got a shooter in that spot. So you want Dalton to lock and trail and then Jackson to step up. So I'm saying Jackson was late on his step up. Is that what happened, Brandon? I didn't see that part of it, so I'll take your word on it. Was he a full late second late on the lock and trail? You got it. Well, that is if I'm the other team's coach and I want to attack two players in an action, it's going to be Dalton and Jackson. Yeah, KA 24. That's one of my bigger worries with Dalton because that is something that theoretically as a rookie that should be when you're worst at it. Um, but Dalton is so bad at it that he's got a ways to go.
Pete, can you tell me when the game comes back on your
Mhm.
side? I
Yeah,
paused it for a second, so I feel like I'm out of sync now entirely.
you got it. Right now with Dalton, for me, this is a partial long-term investment. At the end of the day, this is a game on January 23rd. It's a high intensity game where the team is playing well, and it is a good opportunity for him to get some experience too, right? And so these types of learning and failing and seeing what you did poorly at and adjusting. He also had a very good first half, and it's important to not just learn from your losses or your failures and just be like, I did this wrong. I got to do it better. But also learn from your wins and the things that you did do well. Why did I do that well? Why did that work? And understanding that, how do I do it more? Is part of getting, part of improving and getting that experience. Exactly, Crazy Eights. He's got too much talent offensively to not like really try to invest in him. And he's also played fairly low level basketball for a decent part of his career as a younger player where he doesn't have the same amount of high intensity reps and players where if you do get lost off of the ball, they're really going to burn you to that same degree as the
Yeah,
last couple of years in the SEC and then obviously
it's
as
so
a
funny.
rookie in the NBA.
No, they're up by 20.
They took Dalton out. She was like, no way. They took Dalton and Jackson out. Yep. All right, we got a serious five in. Braun all the way. Ah, all right, they're going to make a push here. Stop ball. Help them. Oh, dumped it off. Good strip, Gabe. Oh, that's a foul.
All right, I think I'm synced up. They just fouled, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry,
They
my oldest came in and she was asking if the game was still on and if the Lakers.
No, we heard her a little bit. We heard her like, no way when she heard the score. Yeah, these feel like danger minutes to me too, DMR. Although with LeBron and AD, like, well, go the other way. Don't lose the rope against the Celtics for Christ's sake. I worry about that too. And yeah, part of it, you do want to run the clock. You don't want to take like quick shots. All right, AD got one. Yes, keep attacking. Do it smart. Be patient with it, but like don't walk the dog. Walking the dog builds bad habits, I think. Or maybe you should. I don't know. Yeah, there you
That
go,
shit out of
AD.
here.
Yeah,
Trash ass nonsense.
you can't let him fucking pump fake 3
Oh, and then
times.
he tried to shove off and then pump fake like he's
Uh-huh.
playing against 8th graders.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
yeah. Double. See, LeBron flat-footed on those, standing up straight. Like the game's not in the bag, but it's in a comfortable spot. Those are the ones where he's not like really stepping into the pass. Their bench players play serious rens in part because they have a very serious program, you know? Peyton has been asked tonight. It's great. Yes, we did, Ramelski. Or going to. Let's hope. Yeah, let's stay. Ooh. Yeah, Gabe's been kicking his ass.
AD was like, "Get me my 20."
Get the ball. Get the ball. Oh, come on, man.
LeBron didn't see it.
That was kind of an odd play.
Yeah.
Not one that you expect. 6 minutes left. 3 more serious ones. You got this. Ball fake. Take it. Yes. Let's fucking go. Good ball fake. Get a stop or make him use clock. Good. Good. Skip. Swing. Made them use a lot of clock that position. They get a 2. All right. Walking the dog. At least they got the lineman. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Be organized with it. Once you do pick it up, play with some pace. They do have to run clock here. That's the smart thing to do, though. We are up 21 with 5:16 left. We just want them to pay freaking attention. Be smart. Yeah, no, you're right, Gaudelock. It's totally fine. There were Braun checking out. Foul. I mean, Boston doesn't have any of their guys in, and we have AD in. If we if we lose to this crew, we lose 21 points in 5 minutes and 9 seconds. Yeah, the Jello's jiggling solenoid. It might have some mold on it because the fridge has not been accessed a whole lot this year, but
Dad, is there any way we can change the batteries like a while and I don't know if we could fall asleep?
I'm gonna take it out.
Because I don't.
Dad. It's cute. I'm paranoid too, Clarissa. It's yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Oh.
Yeah, no one's safe, Ron. That's right, exactly. We're up 23 on the Celtics right now. You have to understand the mental space I'm in right now. Oh, am I getting some wine tonight? Do I do celebratory wine tonight? Nah.
AD coming out.
Nah. Yep.
Lakers still have some serious guys in though.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
have like
fast,
they're
really
like
awesome.
slowly trickling them out. I agree with this approach much more than the
Yes, go the other way. That's right. Oh, Max.
Oh, Max. Yes,
TFS failed.
homie said progressively tapering the seriousness. That's right. This is how we do it. And they're not scoring, so you know. Oh, Tyler, I've been wondering that myself. Forgive me, I never saw your question about Allie. Yeah, I have no idea. I know she's at least homegirls, if not more, with the lady that sits next to her. Yeah.
Here they come. I'll be
Brian
back. I have to
Colombo.
change a battery,
Yeah, do you
which is
think,
what
man?
my kids were coming in here
Yeah.
for. I've got a smoke alarm with a dead battery, and it's beeping, and they're like, "Come change it."
Yeah. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Papa Darius gonna handle it. This I think is not I think this is the best I've felt in any moment this season. Thank you, Austin. Fucking delightful. Yes, sir. Got Coloco. Look at Bronny and Coloco combining some defense. Yeah, Boston has 82 points. I'm still at that. Who is that? Whenever Shake plays, it takes me a possession or two to be like, oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a good call, Gaudelock, because it's like, is that our two guard? Who do we have a two guard? Is that Jody Meeks, the number 22? Yeah, Meeks was fun as hell. He was like the Malik Monk of that era.
I miss anything good?
Eh. No.
Oh, it's 26 now.
I mean, that's good. Oh, Bronny and Coloco had a really nice defensive play.
Oh, sweet.
Dalton.
There you go, Dalton.
$112.87.
Back-to-back 20-point wins, Pete.
Let's go, Coloco. That's true, isn't it? Oh, I need it like I need water, D. Coloco almost had him there. I love it, Gaudelock. Remember how much this group freaking sucked last year? Oh, you prefer you prefer Petty Pete even to Giddy Pete. See, Clarissa, this is what's Starting to believe, Tony? Here's the thing. Believe or not, the level of belief we should have, let's go, Dalton, is like, you don't at least want to try with this team?
I know, right?
Come on, man. The 19th fucking best team in the league. Jins, really appreciate you, man. Thank you again for your generosity and kindness. Happy anniversary to Kobe. Got a great win against the hated ones in his honor. Well, Clarissa, sustainable in what way? Are we going to do this for 82? No, we are not. You already knew that, though.
Yeah, this team is not built like Cleveland or OKC. You know what I mean? Like, their superstars are not 26, 27 years old.
Yeah. How sustainable is it in a playoff scenario?
Honestly, the Lakers to me are more of a matchup dependent playoff team, Pete.
I agree too.
And I do think there are particular teams who can give them a lot of problems in the playoffs. But I also think that it's they match up better over the broad spectrum of playoff teams than many other Western teams.
I think that's been part of the issues with Denver too. I think Denver poses specific problems that have played into the Lakers' biggest weaknesses to where, like, Denver in whatever rock, paper, scissors, if we're the scissors, they're the rock, you know?
Yep,
and
exactly.
without that other big to add to it, like, that isn't going to change. It's how we beat them in 2020. But with other teams, especially if the end of your offense ends with like Anthony Davis contesting something, you might not score that many points.
That's right.
If you can go at Anthony Davis, like pretty much only Jokic can, then it's a different equation. But yeah, Lakers can pose some problems for some teams. We're on the outside looking in for sure, but this is a team that's close enough to try to improve as best you can.
21-point win against the Boston Celtics, Pete. This is a good way to start the road trip, right?
That's right.
If there's any sort of game that was going to give them a sense of we can do something here.
Yep.
Get Vando back on Saturday. Michael be in my neck of the woods. And let's see what they can do.
Let's do it.
That's right, soup.
Big soup energy. Great night, you guys. Great night. All right, I'm gonna wrap up, eat some dinner.
For sure.
Really appreciate you guys.
Good
Darius,
talking,
this
man.
was wonderful, man. No, you like helped the vibe of this a lot. I would love to do this more with you whenever you're free, man. We'll talk more offline, but this is you made this a lot better. Thank you for joining.
The teammate did a lot better. We'd be out here fucking cussing our asses off if
That's true. All right, brother. Love you. Appreciate you guys. Chat.
Tomorrow morning, we'll be back at it with the LFR pod, guys.
All right. Peace.